Tonight, we wanted to bring in someone who could offer advice for parents about how to help their children through these uncertain first few days of school. I'm joined now live on Zoom by Dr. Debbie Gilboa, or Dr. G, a Pittsburgh family physician with 4 boys of her own. Dr. G, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
I'm really glad to be here.
Dr. G, what do you think our children, whether they're young or older, are the most fearful of right now?
Studies are showing that most kids have 2 concerns going back to school. One is academic, what's going to be required of them and are they going to be able to succeed academically? And the other is social. 97% of middle schoolers say the reason they want to go to school when they do is to see their friends. And so trying to figure out what friendship can look like this year and how to connect with kids their age is top on their minds.
How can parents ensure that they are raising resilient children?
One of the things that we can really point out to our kids is that different doesn't have to be bad. Pointing out anything that they've experienced in the last 4 or 5 months that's been different and good or had a silver lining can be really valuable. Parents often don't point out to kids the good that comes of difficulty because we don't want to remind them that they're going through something hard in the first place. But uncomfortable is not the same thing as unsafe. So pointing out to our kids that they already have some practice handling uncomfortable and asking them what they do to help themselves when they feel that way will make them stronger every time they hit a difficult situation.
And some parents might be listening and say, hey, my kid's going to be fine, but what about me? I'm feeling uncomfortable and like I'm stressed out.
We have to remember, for us too, uncomfortable is hard, but it's not unsafe. We have a lot of strategies, and one of the best things we can do is model for our kids how we handle it when things go sideways, because this is the first time many of our children are so incredibly aware of how upside down everything is, but it won't be the last time they experience this. They'll have other opportunities to learn the strategies that they get this year. They'll have other opportunities to use those strategies as an older child or as an adult.
What opportunities do you think are going to come out of this change to this learning landscape?
The good thing that's happening right now is that all the things that are usually set in stone by this point in a school year are up for grabs. And that can be very unsettling and very difficult. But it also means that we're modeling this thing for our kids where we don't know. So we ask, we listen to experts, we try something, and then we adapt. If it doesn't work well or we think of something better, we try that. And that flexibility and that constant resilience is teaching them some really important lessons if we point it out to them.
You have 4 children of your own, and many people have kids of different ages. Do you tailor your advice depending on the age of the child? And what do you say to parents who have kids of multiple ages?
So I'm an expert in parenting strategies. You're an expert on the kids who live in your home. I would never presume to tell you that I know better than you do about your kids. But when you're struggling, look for strategies, because parents of multiple kids know that the same thing doesn't work on different kids. It doesn't even necessarily work on the same kid at different points in their lives. So if you're not sure how to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, get the value into your child or more peace in your home, look for strategies you haven't tried yet, and then pass them through that litmus test of, would this work with my personality and with my child's personality?
Dr. G, thank you so much for your time tonight. And as always, thank you so much for your advice.
Happy back to school.